You already know. You knew it 3 months ago. You knew it the first time they left you on red for 2 days and then texted you like nothing happened. You knew it when they canceled plans, again. When they were warm one day and cold the next. When you caught yourself shrinking, apologizing, trying harder. You knew, and you stayed. Not because you're stupid, not because you're weak, but because something deep inside you, something that was shaped long before you ever met this person, told you that this feeling is what love is supposed to feel like. Today, we're going to find out why. Picture this. You meet someone. There's a pull, immediate, electric. They're charming, interesting, a little hard to read. They give you just enough, a look that lingers, a message at midnight, a moment where you think, they see me. And then they pull back. And instead of walking away, you lean in. You start working for their attention. You replay conversations. You analyze their tone. You wonder what you did wrong. You wonder how to get that feeling back, that brief, intoxicating moment when they made you feel chosen. You're not chasing them anymore. You're chasing that feeling. Does this sound familiar? If it does, you're not alone. And there is a very specific reason this keeps happening to you. Here's the psychology behind it. Your brain is wired to seek patterns. From the moment you were born, you started building a mental map of what relationships feel like, what love looks like, what you have to do to receive it. And for many people, that map was drawn in childhood, in a house where love was inconsistent. Maybe you had a parent who was sometimes warm, sometimes distant, who praised you one day and ignored you the next, who made you feel like their love was something you had to earn through good behavior, through achievement, through not being too much or too little. You learned something in that house. You learned that love is uncertain, that it requires effort, that the people who are easy, the ones who are consistently kind, consistently available, somehow feel less exciting, less real. And so, as an adult, you unconsciously recreate that map. This is called anxious attachment, and it doesn't develop because you're broken. It develops because you adapted. When a child grows up with inconsistent love, their nervous system learns to stay on high alert, always scanning, always waiting for the next withdrawal, always trying to prevent abandonment. And here's the cruel twist. That hypervigilance, that anxious electric feeling you get around emotionally unavailable people, your brain has labeled it as love because it's familiar. Psychologists call this the repetition compulsion. We don't seek what is good for us. We seek what is known to us. We return to the emotional temperature of our childhood, not because we want to suffer, but because the nervous system mistakes familiarity for safety. The person who is consistent, caring, and clear, they feel boring, flat. You're not attracted to them, not because something is wrong with them, but because there's no anxiety to decode, no chase, no reward system being triggered. But the one who keeps you guessing? Your brain is lit up like a slot machine. Think about the last person you were obsessed with. Not just liked, obsessed with. The one you checked your phone for every 5 minutes. The one you made excuses for. The one your friends were tired of hearing about. Now, ask yourself, were they actually exceptional, or were they just inconsistent? Because we often confuse intensity with depth. We confuse anxiety with passion. We confuse the relief of finally getting their attention after days of silence with genuine connection. That relief, that rush when they finally text back, that's not love. That's a trauma response dressed up in romantic feelings. And the kind, available person who texts you good morning every day, you said they felt too eager, too easy. You weren't interested. Do you see the pattern? Here's what nobody tells you. Healing this pattern doesn't mean forcing yourself to like someone you're not attracted to. It doesn't mean settling. It doesn't mean love has to be boring. It means teaching your nervous system a new definition of love. Because right now, Your body associates love with anxiety, with chasing, with proving your worth. And calm feels wrong because you were never taught that calm is safe. But calm is not the absence of love. Calm is the presence of security. And security, real security, is something you've probably never let yourself fully experience in a relationship. The moment you start healing your attachment wounds, something strange happens. The people who used to feel electric start to feel exhausting. And the people who are steady start to feel like home. That shift doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with one thing: awareness.
You are not cursed. You are not too much. You are not destined to love people who don't love you back. You are someone whose nervous system learned the wrong lesson about love in a place where it had no other choice. But you are not a child anymore. You get to rewrite the map. Start by noticing the pattern. Notice when you're chasing. Notice when anxiety feels like attraction. Notice when you're working to earn what should be freely given. And then, slowly, imperfectly, choose differently. Not because the right person will complete you, but because you deserve to be in a relationship where you don't have to wonder if you're wanted. You deserve someone who makes it easy to breathe.
If this video made you feel seen, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want to go deeper into attachment theory, emotional patterns, and how to actually break the cycle, subscribe, because we're just getting started.